Our producer, Adam Bryant, our director. The final score, West Virginia 24, Army 21, the Mountaineers, winners of the AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
Happy New Year, and it's time to get up with the college football playoff. Are Clemson and Alabama going to win big today? Why that answer isn't as easy as you might think. And all Baker and the Browns need to do to make the playoffs, beat Big Ben, beat the Steelers without Big Ben. We'll tell you why that challenge has become much more difficult in the last 24 hours, and why 2021 is off to a terrible start for Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Get Up starts right now. And Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining us on Get Up. I'm Ryan Smith in for Mike Greenberg. What a day this is. College football playoff starts. And of course, we're talking football all morning. A lot to get to. We've got Bart Scott, Diana Rossini with us. But first, we'll start with college football because this is the day we have all been waiting for. Notre Dame, Alabama getting things started at 4 Eastern in the first Rose Bowl outside of Pasadena since 1942. Can Notre Dame slow down Bama's offense? The Tide are averaging nearly 50 points a game, a school record. And at 8 Eastern, it's Ohio State and Clemson in the All-State Sugar Bowl. The Buckeyes have never beaten Clemson, going 0-4 all time, though 3 of the 4 games were decided by 6 or fewer points. And the FPI sees that one as being tight, too. Talk about this. 50% chance for each to win this one. That's despite Ohio State being 7.5-point dogs, the most points they've gotten since 2015. That's Sugar Bowl against Alabama. Bringing in Mark Sanchez now, welcoming in the new year, talking some college football. And Mark, let's start by talking about Justin Fields. He seems to have more at stake today than almost any other player in either game. What are you seeing on tape?
He really does, but let's not hit the panic button just yet. I know he's shown a little bit of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when he's played this season, but it's only been 6 games. Remember, he's only thrown 8 interceptions in his whole career. Trevor Lawrence last year threw 8 interceptions that season. So let's look at this tape, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about, Ryan. First of all, Happy New Year. This is a Happy New Year type throw. He understands what's going on. It's cover 3. It's simple. He says, I'm going to dissect this defense. I'm going to throw you a dime. Corner wants to sit on this hook route. Okay, I'll throw one right on the sidelines, right to my favorite receiver. But this is the issue. He sees an open receiver. He understands that the seam route is going to take away the inside defender, but he misses inside. Everybody thinks he's throwing the seam route, but really he just misses the in route. Don't get alarmed, Ryan. This guy's going to feel comfortable because his favorite target, Chris Olave, is back. He sees this safety creeping towards the middle of the field, and what does he do? He holds him there, he keeps him in the middle of the field, and then he drops a dime on the sidelines. This kid is going to be ready to go. He understands what's at stake tonight. He's ready to play. Don't freak out, Ryan. He's ready to go.
And having Olave back, not a bad thing for him. That's going to be huge. Now, on the other side, some say Trevor Lawrence has less talent around him than in years past. How much weight is he carrying tonight?
With Trevor Lawrence, listen, everybody understands what's going on. The most important thing Trevor Lawrence can do is beat you in the run game. What he does is he makes your numbers, he outnumbers you in the run game. He has this ability to throw the ball. We already know that. But in the run game, he has the ability to outnumber you. So basically what they do is, you know ETN can run the ball, but what he does in the zone read is outnumbers you around the edge. That's where he's most dangerous. One of these NFL teams is going to develop him as a passer, but with his legs, that's where he's scary.
Okay, so finish my sentence here. Ohio State wins if?
It's going to be a tough one. Last year, they had a better chance to win. I really think that game got away from them. Couple calls went the wrong way. That was their chance. But this year, the most important thing is Justin Fields has to get off to a fast start, and they have to get this ground game going. They have to ground and pound their way to a victory and ground and pound their way to the national championship if they want to win tonight.
Now, there was some potentially sneaky big news here. Clemson is without offensive coordinator Tony Elliott for this game tonight after testing positive for COVID. How much do you think that will impact this game?
Well, it's a great point you bring up, but most importantly, It's a collaborative effort. Everybody I've talked to at Clemson, they understand this is not the end of the world. Streeter, who's calling plays tonight, he's been there since Trevor Lawrence has set foot on campus. So this isn't some first-year guy taking over the reins. It's a collaborative effort, like I said. Everybody has their input on what plays they want. Most importantly, for Trevor Lawrence, you got to get your third downs in a position. Hey, this is what I like first. Your red zone calls, this is what I like first. Whatever it is, you just got to keep Trevor Lawrence, comfortable. But most importantly, he's been on this stage before. He knows exactly what to do. At the end of the day, Trevor Lawrence can call his own plays in this game.
Wow, he's won over and over again. So Clemson wins if?
If they just keep things steady, they give you a steady dose of Travis Etienne. They let Trevor Lawrence be Trevor Lawrence in the run and zone read game. If they can get Justin Fields into those Mr. Hyde moments, right? Because he's shown some flashes of, oh no, why is he making this throw? Most importantly, Brett Venables is going to put him in tough situations and make it hard on Justin Fields. So Clemson wins if they keep doing what we've seen for the last 2 seasons.
All right, I have a feeling this is going to be a tight one. We'll talk more about this. Mark, stand by. I want to come back to you on college football. But for now, let's go over to the NFL because it's win and you're in for 4 AFC teams to make the postseason in the final week of the regular season. Let's set the table for you. The Titans can win the AFC South with a road win against the Texans. They also win the division with a Colts loss, independent of their result. The Dolphins, they can clinch a playoff berth with a win at Buffalo. They can also clinch with a loss by any one of these teams, the Colts, the Browns, or the Ravens. Baltimore is another 10-5 team scrapping for a postseason berth. They're in with a win at Cincinnati, or they need losses by Cleveland and Indianapolis. And then there are the Browns, looking to make the playoffs for the first time since 2002. They need to win against Pittsburgh or a Colts loss or a combo of Baltimore, Indianapolis,